Gamer here again, and it's another re-upload video. I'm just going to do the second race that I loaded up yesterday, because the audio didn't come along with it. This was the FIA Nations Cup. The Sardegna Road Track B. It's with the sports tyres. The Toyota GR Yaris RZ High Performance 2020 model. So I practiced this a little. And I found that it was quite difficult to manage the tyres, so I crept on for the first race on Saturday early afternoon for the launch of Season 2. Now it's a cool and strange little car. It's quite hard to handle it on this surface with these tyres as well. So I qualified in the top 10 there. I'm quite pleased with myself. And we've got a few regular names, Stella Artois, have we? We've got a few names that I've seen in the lobbies on my way up. There's a couple of new faces as well. And if you're not watching these back to back, I hope you're all still safe and well. It's Monday night. I just thought I'd get these done and out of the way before I start making more videos this week. And we've got 20 cars in this lobby for this race. I say it's the FIA Nations Cup. And oddly, and a Toyota. So 2 Toyotas in one day. My car that I don't generally drive very often. I think I had a false start because I'm sitting on the brake. So I'm sitting in 9th place at the moment. And the lights go out. There we go. There's some really bad starts there. I'm just trying to be really cautious here because look at all the cars coming over the crest of this hill. And it's not a long circuit. Outside right tyre in the front. Cars and me in the middle there. Penalties all round except for me. There. And I'm getting pushed wide. So you just try and get around and avoid doing what he did in the background. And then we have a 3 going into 1 there. I've got a penalty for that one. So it's about half the field with a penalty now. And that's just a mad race. As soon as you try and get too polite, you end up going backwards. So you have to try and get that fine line. Try and avoid contact and shortcuts. So many cars here, and I get punted off the track in the braking zone there. So that's not a good opening lap. I could definitely have done better, but it's the start of the season. And there will be much better track car combinations than this for me in this season, I'm sure. Door number is 11. So it means I'm the 11th highest ranked driver in the room, or thereabouts. I managed to get through that ghost before he becomes solid, which is good. I don't get held up. So we're going from 9th to 17th. Some great racing by me there. And only a 1 second penalty. So into the massive braking zone, and it just takes so long to slow down. And I mean, the Logitech's great, but there's not a great amount of feel in the pedals. and it just felt as though there was so much travel before there was any braking performance in this car. But I did get used to it. So we're up into 16th now. Lap 2 of 13. And because the tyres are sports soft and the car's really light, it doesn't give you a lot of scope with the tyres. They're not going to last very long, but with the car being light, you do tend to get a little bit more than you think you're going to out of them. And there's two cars at the side of the road, because the braking zone at that corner is just a nightmare. So again, just trying to keep it neat and tidy, following my just keeping it together, probably steering a bit too much there, trying not to brake too late, because that corner is so important for the lap. And obviously that's my fastest lap because I haven't been beaten around. Braking a bit too early there, but I didn't do that at the other end of the corner, so that's why. Again, just trying to keep it neat and tidy. I know my front right's going to wear out in these corners. And I will admit, what at first was quite a challenge to drive around in practice became quite a lot of fun. And as always, because it's a YouTube video I'm streaming, now that was an accident. Didn't mean that, I think I got penalised for it, 3-second penalty. Because it's a GT Sport video that I'm putting up on YouTube, I don't know what he was doing there. I had nowhere else to go and I didn't get penalised for it, so... yeah, but because it's a GT Sport video that I'm putting on YouTube, every single one is with the wheel, the Logitech G29 driving force, and my wheel stand pro, and a comfy chair. So again, faster lap, but I've got a 3-second penalty to 10 with, and I really want to stay with my my British friend here, because we're catching the group in front. I don't really want to get back inside the top 10, to be honest. I see an opportunity there, and then he tries to turn in on me when I'm alongside, and he does make it. I just try and make sure there's no contact going in here. And then I come out the corner and he's gone. So I think he must have lost it going round there. So I am free to chase the next car in front to try and get it back on to where I qualified in the race. But the 3-second penalty looming. I ended up just doing the one race in this. I may have been able to get more points out of this actually, but I didn't want to end up with less points, let's just say that. So now lap 4, looking at my tyres, my outside right is already worn, and this is taking longer and longer to get the car to rotate. I had to brake really early that time, but it does make a difference coming down the start-finish straight. I'm now braking away from the car behind and chasing down the group in front. It looks as though there's going to be some interesting track and car combinations this season. I'm sure there'll be some that I absolutely hate. But It was an all Toyota weekend for me after choosing Toyota as my manufacturer. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll just keep going in for the different manufacturer each time until GT7 peeks its head out from behind the sofa. So anyway, at this point we're in no man's land a little, so we'll skip it forward a bit. So we're getting slightly closer. I'm going to actual overtake. It's a little bit disappointing, but I was getting closer to him. So again, we're chasing down 8th place now. And 6 laps on the soft sports tyres. You can tell how quickly the performance for me was dropping off. My lap times are coming down already at this point. As far as I remember, I had one more lap to go here, and I decided it was best just to split the race in half. So it stops me having completely shot tyres at the end of the race. So have a look down the start finish straight again. Someone else is in the pits. So we pass through. I'm still chasing this guy in front. Probably put the brakes on too early there again. It's funny, what felt right at the time looks incredibly slow when you're watching the replay. So just trying to get to the end of the lap. You see the state of my tyres. That's it. Front right hand side tyres absolutely butchered now. Right hand turns are fine at this point, but the left hand turns are killing me each time. I'm having to really fight the car. I'm going quite wide there again. And I made that quite well. So I don't really seem to be gaining much. You will notice that the car that's in 6th place right now started in 20th position. So we're going to go in and see the lads in the pits now. Just trying not to scrub off any speed on the way in, because every millisecond counts. And it's Pepsi, guys. It's my lads, my pit crew. I might pick them in iron brew colours next time. But get those tyres on, no fuel required, and go. So we're in 11th. Oh, 10th, right. Should have waited until the pit line. And that was a bit too tight. I had new tyres and a lighter car, and I think I turned way more than I expected with the grip. And if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. There'll be lots of different content coming to the channel eventually. Loads of plans over the next few months. Obviously lots of GT Sport. And VR content and some flat game content as well. I'm not really a one-trick pony. Don't want to just do the one kind of gaming when I play so many different kinds. There's such good visuals. So we're now getting closer to the cars in front. It does look like I'm getting chased from the cars behind, but I think I'm going to make it. He came out of the pits at the same time as I did. So I've been breaking away from him this whole lap. Being hard on the brakes going into the last turn. It wasn't quite as neat as I wanted it to be, but I think it was enough. We're not really catching the car in front, so skip forward. Still sitting in 10th. Skip forward a little again. Are we getting closer at this point? This is towards the last part of the lap. Yes, we are. So there we go. Coming towards a single car and a little duo. I'm still breaking away from 11th place there, which is really, really good. There's those moments when you're having to worry about the car in front and the car behind. They do become a little bit stressful. So the car in front of me flies into the pits, and I'm left chasing the Spaniard in front of me. At this point I already know that I don't have to go into the pits again, I don't have to get fuel, I don't have to get tyres. I did 7 laps on the last set of tyres, there's only 6 to go, I know I can do that. There's a little bit of damage on the car there, I think. Are we still catching the car in front? Right, so there's a little bit of distance to the car in front. Skip forward 30 seconds there. So there will be more content this week. I may do a live stream on Wednesday night, depending on my plans. For the FIA. I'll be back in the manufacturer series in race 2 with the Toyota. I think it was Monza without the chicane. I've had a little practice, it seems pretty good, it's going to be good fun. And so at this point we're not really getting that much closer to the car in front. Not had any threat from behind at the moment. It's all pretty status quo. So I'll skip forward a little. That was 20 seconds, just in case you're wondering. I'm not really catching them yet. We'll leave it till after the last corner. Right, so there's been some sort of an argument here. And I'm definitely closing in on 8th place now. You see, just trying to make all my braking points and hit the apex of the corners as best I can. I know what the tyres are going to do to the car now. There's a nice smooth exit from that corner, so I'm now finally putting number 8 under pressure after, what, 5 laps out of the pits. And he did touch the sand there just a little bit, so I'm now just trying to let my momentum carry me through. Get a little bit of a toe. Go nice and tight on the inside and see what I can do. But I decide not to make contact. He was very gentlemanly there. and we race up to the next corner together. And I have to give him space there because it's, you know, the British thing to do. I do make it through, and he's still trying to cut on the inside, going around these bends, but he goes off on the grass. I don't think it slows him down that much, but he doesn't get a good angle for that. So the guy was racing pretty well. He's gone into the pits at the end of the second last lap. He must have lost his concentration or something. I thought the tyres had just gone beyond it. Maybe he'd done the full 12 laps on one set of tyres. But if I can feel the tyres going and I'm only towards the half point of the race, I'll just go in and get another set of tyres at the moment. I'd rather get some points than no points. Spoken like a true number 2 driver. So we're on the final lap. I won't skip forward anymore. If you like the content, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. I'm on the quest to improve my driver rating and try and get into the higher rating lobbies. I mean, ultimately the sky's the limit, but at the moment I'm in D and I'm looking at C and then B. Funnily enough, in reverse alphabetical order. Now, because it's such a small agile car, even though the 4-wheel drive makes it handle a little bit strangely, it became a lot of fun to drive during that race. And so because of what happened in the manufacturer's race during the week last week, when I did this on Saturday afternoon, I banked 14 points, my first attempt, and I decided to take the rough with the smooth and just settle for 14 points. And that was the race, people. No penalties, changing my race position at the end of that, or anyone else in front of me. Yeah, so that was good fun. So that was the FIA Nations Cup, Season 2, Race 1. And this is Jaded Gamer. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.